bought your gas, bought your car, bought your hotel, bought your plane ticket, bought your arena, bought your stage, bought your sound system, bought you that your gas, bought your car, bought your hotel, bought your plane ticket, bought your arena, bought your stage, bought your sound system, bought you that, just bought your gas, bought your car, bought your hotel, bought your plane ticket, bought your arena, bought your stage, bought your sound system, bought you that when you cash apping me in the midnight hour, getting this and that, like I'm a human government. Nobody give me donations here. Okay, nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is. Nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Second. Let me.
All my money is.
Malik, let me answer that.
All my money is. All my money is.
Malik, let me.
All my money is.
Malik, let me.
All my money is.
Malik, let me.
All my money is. Malik, bought your gas, bought your car, bought your hotel, bought your plane ticket, bought your arena, bought your stage, bought your sound system, bought you that when you cash apping me in the midnight hour, getting this and that, like I'm a human government. Nobody give me donations here. Okay, nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money, all my money, all my money is.
Malik, let me answer. Malik, let me.
All my money is. All my money is.
Malik, let me.
All my money give me donations here. Okay, nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Malik, let me answer that.
Malik,
take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is here. Okay, nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is. Just bought your gas, bought your car, bought your hotel, bought your plane ticket, bought your arena, bought your stage, bought your sound system, bought you that when you cash apping me in the midnight hour, getting this and that, like I'm a human government. Nobody give me donations here. Okay, nobody pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Malik, answer that. Let me.
My money is. My money. All my money is.
For a second. Let me.
All my money is.
Malik, let me answer that. Let me tell you.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Peace and love. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? If I seen a little bit, let me see how I look on. Let's see how I look. If I seen a little bit yellowish, I haven't got time to adjust my camera. So we just gonna go with what we got. We're gonna go with what we got. You know what I mean? Work with me. We're gonna go with what we got. I've been busy. I've been busy. Listen, I didn't want to do a whole long intro because I said that I'm gonna try to keep these an hour and a half long. And all the way up to the minute, I continue to try to pull the best information that I can. I don't want to get caught out there. Let's keep it a buck. I don't want to get caught out there not having proper information. So when you see me taking a little bit longer than normal, I'm either confirming or I done found more information. You know what I'm saying? This situation is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And Malik Zulu Shabazz should have never, ever threatened Tahaka Bay. He just shouldn't have. It's just not a good idea. Because I'm the type of person where as though you start threatening me, I mean, okay. Okay. Good luck with that. But one thing I'm not going to do is cut you any slack. See, I want everybody to remember, Malik initially called me an agent over the presentation I did concerning Grandmaster Jay, whom he had nothing to do with. He had nothing to do with. So if people come to Moorish World TV and say, why you keep making videos about Malik Zulu Shabazz? I ask you, why you keep hitting the link? Am I crazy or are you crazy? Don't hit the link. Because I'm going to bring the most recent cutting edge proof that this guy is not who he say he is, that he's playing a role, and that he's living a life to try to convince people that he's a revolutionary. He's not a revolutionary. He was a promoter when he brought Dr. Khaled to Howard University. He was a promoter when he brought the Minister Louis Farrakhan to Howard University. He was a rapper when he promoted himself at Howard University during that time. So don't, I'm telling you, don't come over here asking me, man, look, man, why are you trying to take the Black Power movement down? No, I'm not. That if you think that's the Black Power movement, you need to get yourself together. Don't ask me why am I trying to take the Black Power movement down. Because what you're doing, you're validating a fraud, a hypocrite, a op as the Black Power movement. Because that ain't what I'm doing. That ain't what every video that I make, I specifically, intentionally put Malik's name in it. Absolutely. So people know who this is about. I want to ask y'all, I'm gonna go and grab me a kombucha. And I want to ask y'all who this about. The Black Power movement, fraud, or Malik, and you can choose two. Give me a second. I want to look at the comment section when I get back. I'll be 2 and 2. Be back 2 and 2. Y'all remember that from the dating game? I'll be back 2 and 2. All right. Y'all ready? So it gets bad. So y'all don't know what this is about? That's right. Keep exposing Malik. That's right. So this is not about the Black Power movement. This is not about that. This is about fraud. And this is about Malik because he called me out. He shouldn't have called me out. Don't come knocking if you don't want me to answer. It's just like that. That goes for anybody. Don't come knocking if you don't want me to answer. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do it. If you come knocking, I'm going to answer. I'm going to come answer. I mean, you can call me. You can call you can call me a rapist, a pedophile, a op. What else they like to use? Agent. You can do all that. That ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. I mean, messing with me. Messing with me is like a bear getting trapped, getting stuck in a bear trap. You know what I'm saying? And one of them bear cloud traps, pop! The more you wiggle, the more you rip your flesh. I mean, coming at Tahaka Bay is like for real. The more you wiggle, the more you shred your flesh. Like saying something slick to me. I mean, because see, let me tell you something. I understand social media, and I like to teach people these tricks of social media. One thing about social media, right? Some things that you don't even pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some type of YouTubers that talk slick about Tahaka Bay. I wait till they build up their membership or whatever they're following, and then I smash them. But if they don't build up their following within 3 months, I'd be like, man, I mean, these little media people, man, I'm not wasting my time with you. You got to get your stats up. You know what I mean? Malik got his stats up. You know what I mean? And so I beat some of them by don't even beating them. I let them beat themselves. I don't pay no mind. But some of them, like Malik, who have been doing this for over 25, 30 years, nah, we got to get him gone. Do we got any real revolutionaries out there about to get this done? About to get this work done? I hope so, because we're going to need you. We're going to need you. We haven't seen a real revolutionary in a long time. What we thought was revolutionary was not revolutionary. And we haven't seen one in a long time. Now, the problem with Malik is Malik has opened the floodgates for people who trying to escape a past. You know, it's like the brother said, his name is Tahaka Bay, Toronto Johnson. Like he thought that saying Toronto Johnson was going to, I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but I thought it was a great thing. I used it, you know what I mean? And it was the best thing that he ever did. But some of these people keep changing their name to avoid past. And some of the past that they want to avoid is some of this sexual deviant behavior. Because that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about Malik opening the floodgates. Or once the floodgates were closed, he reopened them and allowed those predators to come in. I mean, he allowed those predators to come in. And if you act as if that is nothing serious, where you're going to bring your children around, you're going to bring your wife around, you're going to bring your friends, your mother, your family around, you have a problem at that point. Like, I'm going to be serious. Like, that's why I didn't go to the big intro and all that. I just want to talk to you for a second. Once you find out that the leader has been irresponsible to allow sexual predators around your family, and you continue to bring your family and yourself around this leader, forget the sexual predator, around this leader, because once one sexual predator gone, the principle of the leader remains the same. Another one will enter, because that's how the leader works. That's how he operates. So if you would allow yourself to be around something like that, I mean, then you are just as bad. In fact, you're a conspirator. And if something was to happen to your child, God forbid, if something was to happen to your loved one, God forbid, you are as much as responsible, because you know now. Everybody that are in the movement as it relates to Malik understanding of what it is, they will be aware today. That's right. That's right. You become complicit. That's right. So they will be aware today. Now here's the problem. Much of what I'm going to show you today, here's the sad part. Now I want you to talk to me. Much of what I'm going to share with you today, many people already knew. You hear what I say? See, this is new to you. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to me, the alchemist. Finish him. Oh, we gonna finish that. You better believe we are, sis. Much of what I'm going to share with you today, unfortunately, many people already knew. You hear what I say? And it don't look good for the home team. So I'm gonna wait for a second so we can get this shared up a little bit. So we can get, let me look for one more. Let me look for one more thing I was looking for, and then we're gonna get with it. I was looking for one more piece. I was unable to find it, but I'm gonna do my best to find it. I mean, I think I found it too. I think I found it. I mean, all right. So one thing that I'm about to share with you in a minute, give me a second, is, man, this is crazy, man. I hope y'all ready for this, man. This is unbelievable. I gotta do it though, man. Let me say this. For those whose images appear on this, I want to let you know that it's not personal. I mean, it's not personal. You just got yourself caught up in something that Malik should have fell back on. That's the problem. That's all it is. You just got yourself caught up in it, and now you just right along with it, and it's unfortunate. Everybody can change. I do agree with that. Everybody can change. However, in today's world, some things that we do will never go away. It just won't go away. And so, unless there has been some serious, I don't know, some things just ain't gonna go away. I don't know, man. Some things like we supposed to forgive, and many of us do, but many people are not going to forget certain infractions. That's all I gotta say. And that's just what it is. I don't know what else to say about that, but whatever the case may be, we're about to get busy. All right. We're about to get busy. I got one more thing to do. Let me finish. I'm looking. All right. I think I got it. All right, that's it. Okay. Y'all want to see what I'm looking at too. I'm about to get busy. Ain't seen a man he can't beat. That's right. Show from the side. At this point, it's a wrap. So we about to get into it. Let me get to my first slide. So, first of all, let's deal with this. You know, I like to tell a story with mine. I don't just like to throw my stuff out there. I like to tell a story. I mean, first of all, Malik is getting desperate, everybody. He's getting desperate. At this point, y'all should be paying close attention. Malik is now going to sell the new Black Panther, the original Black Panther Tiger, but the new Black Panther clothing line. It launches on 9/7/22. It's coming from the economic department. I'm giving you free advertisement, Malik. Don't you be watching this mad at me. It's coming from the economic department of the NBPP, in which I am personally overseeing. Uniforms also. We will only buy uniforms from ourselves. It's time to conduct real business and get serious. After 25 years. Tell me this fool ain't crazy. He said it's time. It's time to conduct business and get serious. After 25 years. This man's a fool. Who gonna follow this man? They using the Cryptonomics said it. They using the original Black Panther logo. I'm gonna get me one. Indeed I am. I'm gonna get me one. They're all right. I'm gonna get him to sign it too. I'm gonna get him to sign. It's gonna be a collector's item one day, cause he 30 years. It's time to get serious. He's 56 years old, and now it's time to get serious, man. Y'all, and somebody gonna call him leader. I'm gonna get me one and hold it and give it to my son. This will be a collector's item. My daddy, my great grandpa Tahaka Bay. He actually took down this guy that was an informant named Malik. Here's the file that the FBI released. But my son, he gonna move down the south. He gonna move down the south. It's my grandson. He gonna move down the south. He gonna move down the south. Yeah. Here's my grandpa. All the videos that my son, he gonna move down south. He gonna move down south. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna move down south. That's how he gonna start talking. I mean, and he took this man down. Ain't nobody believe my grandpa. But my grandpa left me a collector's item of the shirts he was trying to sell when he almost hit rock bottom. He wasn't exactly at rock bottom, but look, here's the FBI report now, shows you that he was working for the FBI. Islam. My grandpa was a bad man. That wasn't a man he couldn't beat. Tees and hoodies, y'all. This is going to change the game. This man is a nut. Let me get back to it, though. This man is a nut. I thought this was hilarious when I first seen it. I thought this was hilarious. I'm like, man, this man can't be serious. But, yeah, he's serious. He is serious. I mean, this is what he said. I guess he wanted to respond to Taco or anybody around him that might have compromising charges or pass, you know, and he says, "Good morning. No one tells me who to hire or who to fire because you don't have enough knowledge or experience to tell me that. Perhaps I'll hear your opinion, and that's about it. I'll keep the rapists around me. I'll keep the pedophiles around me. I'll keep the deviants around me. Don't you tell me who to keep around me. I have experience in this thing." Because what about the stickers? That would need a bumper sticker. That's right. Coffee mugs and puzzles. This man's a nut. So look, he said, "Who is that, GS? Rasul." Rasul. I say it like that. Ahmad Rasul. He gonna be selling puzzles. Yeah, mama gonna stop giving him that money. Cause we're about to go to the school. We're gonna take a trip out to LA and go to the school and see what type of school that is. If it's a black power school, if it's drug addicts, because you know what he said? He said she cleaned up the drug addicts. We're gonna make sure that school is a drug addict clean up school. That's right. That's right. We're gonna take a trip up there. We're gonna take a private trip and see if mama cleaning up the drug addicts. That's right. That'd be a story. Malik, you should play with me. I enjoy this. I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? I enjoy this. We going up that school now. We know where it's at. We're walking up in there and enrolling. It's not a drug addict school, though. But we going up in there. I'll show you what type of school it is. I ain't gonna scare the children, though. Damn it. He was the wrong brother to with. I'm glad y'all said it all. Used to be hard, man. You just went soft. Thought you were down with the AK. Did I see you on the video with Michelet looking like straight bozo? I saw it coming. That's why I went solo. Y'all better go solo. Y'all better go solo messing with this man. Because he's going to look crazy now. Look what he said. Gifts. Cash App. Expense 9986. Please ease the pressure off me and help me help our people. Please send large amounts if possible. I have a lot on me. We need a war chest. As Khaled taught us, man, you can't drop Khaled name no more. No, sir. That's right. You can't use Khaled no more. All my money. That's what he want.
Bought your gas. Bought your car. Bought your... Somebody give me donations.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me
all my money is...
Malik, let me...
All my money is...
Malik, let me...
All my money is...
Malik.
And he said send large amounts. Don't you send no jingle. Large amounts. I thought didn't my brother what his name Desert Eagle, didn't Desert Eagle say that he's doing well off? I'm doing extremely well. I remember that. I'm doing extremely well. I'm doing well off. So with him and Malik doing so well off, they got the war chest. And after 30 years of donations and dues paying, where them dues go anywhere? Anybody know where dues go? Anybody was in the Black Panther Party that paid dues? Where'd that money go? Huh? Don't nobody want to answer today? Where did that money go? We have a dues system in the Moorish Science Temple of America. And we actually have stuff to show for it too. We have people that make contributions and we actually put it to work. Like we have tangibles. Where did that money go? Anybody know? Oh, I'm just checking. Anybody ever had a Black Power Summit meeting at Malik House? I heard they used to. I heard that they used to have it over in DC at a sister house, and she lived around the way. But ain't nobody. Why he ain't never hosted in his house? I'm just asking. It goes towards legal defense. Man. Nobody asked these questions. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Poor Malik, man. All right, let's keep it going because we're about to get heated up in here. Like I said, I don't want to keep this. I don't want to go over my time that I've decided how I'm gonna do these now because I want to get y'all all the information. So let me just share with you a few more of these real quick. I got a new one I want to share with you. Oh, my money. Hey. Hold up. Oh, let me stop sharing. I wouldn't come down without me sharing. Bam. All right. Watch this. It's about to get heated up. I'm going slow to wait till people get in. Usually I play the music, but now I'm just running my mouth, waiting till people get in. Because in fact, I do want everybody to see this presentation so y'all can warn people. You feel what I'm saying? I want y'all to warn people. This is how crazy this is. This is how incompetent and crazy Malik is. This is what he posts, right? 1 second. This is what he posts. This is how competent and crazy he is. He says, NFAC are my brothers and sisters. And GMJ is my brother. Same dog that bites him, bites me too. Same haters hate on him, hate on me too. Well, Grandmaster Jay said you was an agent. Y'all was calling each other agents before it was all over said and done. Grandmaster Jay told nobody go to Tulsa because you was an agent. This is the funny thing about it that people don't pay attention to. How this guy tried to remix every little thing that he do. He tried to remix everything that he do. He don't remember that Grandmaster Jay, like I said, he got Alzheimer's. He don't remember Grandmaster Jay said he was an agent. And like I say, I believe both of them is on that list. Not agent, he's an informant. He's been an informant for years. But then it says, this is what he said. Allah is bringing me new staff of laborers that are much more dedicated, loyal, and effective than the weaker ones. now, because people want some answers, everybody is weak. And these brothers and sisters that are in these movements need to pay attention to this. Because now that people want some answers, now everybody is weak. Unbelievable to me that people would stick around for this mess. But let's get to it. Let's turn up the heat. So let's deal with Taco today. Now, Taco was, and people, I want to clarify what I'm saying. When I say that Malik reintroduced Taco, what I'm saying is that Malik knew the infractions against General Taco, yet he did not care. And because Malik has a national platform, that the moment that he endorses anyone, he reintroduces them to another demographic, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he didn't come through PANSOC. We're going to get to that in another time. I'm not saying that he didn't deal with other formations. I'm saying that Malik I'm saying that Malik has a different platform than all of these other formations, and that he has been around on these platforms far longer than all these other formations. Therefore, Malik reintroduces him to a new demographic. So let me be clear, because I'm getting Malik didn't. Now you got to understand what I'm saying. Malik has a whole different platform than some of these other platforms. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so when he endorses someone like this, we should take note. We should take note. Now, one of the things that, one of the things I want to point out is I made an error. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I made an error in the last presentation. And in that error, I had mentioned this European. Now, this is even worse, though, to me. I had mentioned the European. Let me pull them up real quick. I had mentioned the European writing this article. I want to fix that real quick because I don't like to do errors. So, 1 second. I had mentioned this European right in this article right here. In fact, this article was written by a brother who was in support of this European who supported Taco. Go figure. But the way that it was written, it appeared to me that the European was writing it. But nah, that wasn't the case. I had to get checked. I had to get chin checked. Bam. No, that ain't it. So I wanted to correct that. So that's what I put out in the last show, and I didn't want that to go on. I mean, I'm gonna correct. I mean, I'm gonna correct all the things that I can. If somebody show me something wrong, I'm gonna correct it. You know what I mean? So Taco get the humanitarian award. But now let's go here. Now, what we talked about before. Let me get busy. What we talked about before was Taco being accused of some real ridiculous, heinous acts. But what I want to share with you is that this was a very responsible process of tribunal. You know what I'm saying? This was a very responsible tribunal. I mean, thank you, Made It Alchemist. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Les. Thank you. But this was a very responsible tribunal. And this is the thing. Taco was actually in communication with, and it seemed to be in the beginning that there was a possibility that he was going to go through the process. And so I want to break down this to you. I can't read the whole thing. If anybody interested in it, I'll see if we can get people to read the full scope. Because what I want to share with you is that this tribunal was very intricately put together. Like, if anybody that's in a Black Power organization as it relates to liberating organization, the way they put this together was phenomenal. I'm talking about they took African culture, they took African principles, they took tribal principles, and they really put it together. Now, I don't have time tonight to read the whole thing to you, so I'm going to get you to the highlights of what I want you to hear right now. But I'm going to see if I can get this to the people in actuality. So let me start off by reading some of this real quick. So it says, statement of process concerning allegation of abuse by General Taco. Look at the painstaking process that they took to put this all together. They say this process concerning allegations of abuse by a person known as General Taco of the Black Riders Liberation is the result of years of collection of evidence. Are y'all still with me? Is a result of years of collection of evidence detailing allegation of serious human rights abuses by Taco. These allegations initially came unsolicited from former members of the Black Writers Liberation Party and witnesses from the community who allege physical, psychological, and financial abuse by Taco. Taco has been aware of this investigation, and there have been communications between Taco and members of the committee about the purpose and scope of this investigation since 2013. As the allegation from witnesses claiming firsthand knowledge of abuses of members of BRLP and the community continued to mount, it became evident that there was need to develop a fair process to address the people's concern about the allegations of abuse. The committee was established to create a fair, organized, investigative, and procedural process according to the best traditions of African and revolutionary conduct and justice, which we refer to as Black law. Yes, that's the problem. Why is, when you hear about these charges, Swarthy Czar, why are we talking about this in 22? Because everybody disregarded this finding and brought him back to the forefront. And that one that really brought him to the forefront was Malik. But when you hear these charges, and I wouldn't care if it was 1952, you know what I mean? When you hear these egregious charges, you will understand why this needs to be revisited. Now, here we go. Especially after we just seen him in Mississippi with Malik around children, women, and those who had no clue about this. Of course, we got to revisit this. This don't get no pass, not this type of thing. Demands made by numerous former members of BRLP and their families, committed activists, supporters of BRLP, and concerned members of the community that something beyond an investigation be done to address the alleged abuses led to the proposal that these allegations against Taco be addressed with an African People's Liberation Tribunal. So in other words, people wanted to go to them people. You see what I'm saying? They wanted to go to them people. But everybody agreed, let's deal with this with the African People's Liberation Tribunal. So if one's here, when you start hearing these these heinous acts, I know you're going to ask, well, why didn't nobody go to the police? And because don't y'all say don't put the police involved? And so they are honoring not to put the Europeans involved, and they're trying to address it in a way that they can bring justice for the people who was affected. You know what I'm saying? Also bring justice to Taco. But we will see. In a minute. But that, man, we're going to see in a minute. I'm going to let y'all be the judge of this. You know what I'm saying? I have my opinion, but I'm going to leave my opinion out of it for now. From the beginning of the investigation, witnesses who allege abuse by Taco expressed both anxiety and fear of reprisal because of their coming forward with these allegations. The atmosphere of intimidation and fear of retaliation increased after former member of BRLP posed the following question on Facebook. When the leader of a so-called Black militant revolutionary organization have charges of abuse leveled against them about a nameless hypothetical leader resulted in physical confrontation of the former BRLP member, Taco, and series of threatening Facebook statements attributed to Taco. The committee had not planned to make any public statement on the allegations against Taco before notifying him of the allegations in writing. However, due to the escalating tensions and concerns sparked by Facebook threats, the committee issued a public statement of support of those who had in the past and would in the future speak out in the alleged on the alleged abuses by Taco. This statement was co-signed by others opposed to the threats and the possibilities of violence. The committee continues to call on all parties and their supporters to refrain from threats and acts of intimidation on anyone involved in this matter, so that it can be resolved in a peaceful, non-threatening manner according to the wishes of the broader community. All right, we getting to it. Several community activists and longtime supporters of you, General Taco, and your organizations and members of the public have expressed. Let me get it right. Hold up. I want to get it so you can see it too, so you won't think that I'm reading something that you can't read. All right. Have expressed the interest in response to these allegations, which span over a number of years. Numerous allegations of human rights violations and offense against the Black nation and African people have been made against you by various individuals, including former members of the organization you are currently leading and others who allege experiencing and witnessing crimes perpetrated by you against members of your organization and others. These acts, if true, indicate violations of human rights and dignity of individuals, harm, diminish the trust and faith, indignation, and provoke contempt of the African liberation movement, and potentially serve to create enemies of the Black nation, African people, and the movement for self-determination and liberation. We are not interested in involving the state security apparatus in this matter. Please give written response to these allegations in 15 days. Should you choose not to respond within 15 days, deny or object to the allegations, a public tribunal will be established. Testimony and documentary evidence supporting the allegations will be presented, and you will be given an opportunity to personally present your statements, denials, explanations, justification, and evidence relating to the allegations at the tribunal. The following acts and offenses against the Black nation, the African people, internal laws protecting human rights: torture of any person, assault, rape, disorderly conduct, bullying, and intimidation of comrades, sexual exploitations of comrades under your authority, and forced prostitution, shameful conduct likely to disgrace the liberation movement or the offender, or bring them into dispute or provoke indignation and contempt against them, such as violating the rights, personal integrity, and security and dignity of another, conduct that weakens the people's trust, confidence, and faith in revolutionaries and the liberation movement, assaulting members of the public or comrades, creating, inflaming, or continuing unnecessary conflict of personal, organizational, racial, ethnic, religious, or political nature, detrimental to the revolutionary work in the liberation movement, theft from a comrade or people, looting of property, or other forcible seizure of goods, ill-treated current and former comrades of BRLP, conduct that weakens people's trust, confidence, and faith in revolutionaries and liberation in the liberation movement, abuse of authority and power, accusing members of the public or a comrade of being an informant or police agent without having factual basis to do so, using violence to prevail over comrades in political, strategic, or tactical disagreements, or personal power and aggrandizement. My bad. All right, so look, I ain't gonna read all this stuff. I just want to get to the real good stuff that is really gonna. Now, here are the alleged facts: torture and physical abuse, personally performing and ordering members to engage in prison. I gotta blow this up for you, my bad. I want you to see it. I want you to see it. All of y'all in these movements, y'all need to see this. torture and other physical abuse, personally performing and ordering members engage in imprisoning, torture, and assaulting cadre an organization and an affiliated organization by means of individual and group violence, beat downs under the pretense of organizational discipline. These incidents of violence number in the thousands from 1996 to 2013. This is what Malik brings back in Mississippi. They say it numbers in the thousands. From 1996 to 2013. Incidents include you personally beating enormous cadre and children. Somebody type in children. Incidents include you personally beating numerous cadres and children until their faces was bloodied, causing broken bones, black eyes, cuts, bruises, loss of teeth, and requiring medical care. This is what Malik has introduced in Mississippi. You signed this. Now, this is why this is so important. This is why this is so important. This is why Malik needs to be shut down. Because he said he doesn't care. You don't tell him. Let's go a step further. Sexual abuse and violence. Abusing your position of authority as undisputed leader of the Black Riders Liberation Party. And as a general, to induce cadre and others with less than equal position and power to do the following. Engage in disadvantageous sexual relationships and sexual activity by female members, including psychological, vulnerable, young female cadre, including minors. This is why this is so important that we revisit this. Because he was just in Mississippi around children. And he was there standing with Malik, and Malik asking him to sign this weird little propaganda thing. Engaging in disadvantageous sexual relationships and sexual activity by female members, including psychological, vulnerable, young women, young female cadre, including minors. Causing numerous female members of the organization to leave their mates to become your wives for the purpose of personal sexual gratification, while causing the former mates of those wives to experience anxiety, humiliation, despair, and other negative psychological states. Engaging in simultaneously exploitive marriages with female members of the organization, purportedly under Islamic law, but done in violation of Islamic laws governing multiple marriages, inflicting physical violence on your wives. This is why it's so important to talk about Malik, bringing this situation back to the forefront. Knowingly engaging in unprotected, using and threatening violence to force females cadre into prostitution and profiting from that. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Govern ourselves. Right. We're going to have a council and a government of our leadership, and we're going to decide our business and handle our business and hold each other accountable. We're going to move this movement here forward because this is a very valuable movement. I need y'all to sign this vote here. Oh. Brother Taco, you know how important it is what we're doing here. You know what we're dealing with around the country. It is what we're doing here. You know, Brother Taco, you know how important. Oh. Brother Taco, you know how important it is. Oh. Brother Taco, you know how important it is what we're doing here. You know what we're dealing with around the country. I want you to come check the boxes, yes. And I want you to sign your name. I want you to check the yes vote.
This is your comrade.
I want you to sign your name.
All of y'all out there.
This is our vote.
Black power. Black power.
This is our plebiscite.
And there's people out there that know about this. What I'm telling you now, there's people there that already know. All right? Knowingly engaging in unprotected sexual acts with multiple female cadre, while knowing they were infected with sexually transmitted diseases, including AIDS. Number F, rape of a comrade. Y'all there? Use of false and potentially dangerous accusations to mask. To mask reactionary criminality, recklessly and falsely referring to your critics and defectors from the BLLP as police agents and provocateurs in order to quiet dissent, knowing such false accusation can lead to violence and death to those accused. Abuse of trust and exploitation of comrades, using violence or threat of violence to gain cooperation, material sources, or other supports from comrades and supporters, including elders. Deceiving the masses and supporters. Hold up 1 second. Deceiving the masses and supporters for the purpose of theft and personal enrichment. Personally, and by use of cadre, fraudulently soliciting, so then receiving material assistance, money, services, merchandise, and other resources. What I'm trying to tell you, they did a thorough thing. Now, on the back end of this, this is where they really found all of this stuff to be substantiated by witnesses, by those who experienced it. But even at the bottom of this, it says the allegations may be amended according to available evidence. There's one thing that I want to show you. Let me make sure I got it. Let me bring it up for you real quick. This was the conclusion that I'm about to share with you. This ain't no joke right here. There we go. The committee. Brothers and sisters and comrade allies and friends. There have been numerous allegations of brutality, torture, and other violations of human rights and dignity made against Mr. Colton, also known as General Taco, of the Black Riders Liberation Party, since at least 2007. Several individuals in the Los Angeles community, members of the local and national international organization, some of whom have been committed supporters of the BLLP, had been told of these alleged incidents and asked for assistance in this matter. For this reason, it was decided that the allegations need to be investigated to determine their truth and or falsehood once and for all. While the allegation against General Taco spanned over a number of years, it was not until the middle part of 2013 that individuals who alleged to have been victims of or witnesses to the abuse came forward in earnest, which means they started coming. Like, I don't care. Call me an agent. We're going to put this up out there. That's what they did. For the greater part of this investigation, the allegations against Taco were not publicly discussed to avoid even the appearance of engaging in unverifiable gossip and the creation of rumors. But this investigation was not secret to General Taco himself, was made aware of the investigation. It has been conducted primarily via one, contacting individuals who claim to have directly suffered or witnesses brutality and abuse by General Taco, requesting that their allegations be audio, video recorded, and 3, requesting that the consent to facing General Taco directly with the allegations. I hope y'all understand what that means. They really doing a good job with this. They're doing the best that they can do, and it looks good to me. This investigation was brought to the attention of a wider general public only after witness reported receiving threats of bodily harm via social media and other means. The committee of the individuals investigating the allegations felt it imperative that the statement be made in no uncertain terms, that the persons who have come forward to tell their stories of abuse and violence would not be harmed because of their testimony. Numerous individuals, some claiming abuse at the hands of General Taco and others who support these individuals, have used social media and other means to make their feelings known about the allegations of abuse and General Taco's role in it. This committee, however, has never ever made any false claims, slanders, sullied the character, or lied on General Taco. We simply stated that we are investigating allegations of abuse, and we have insisted that no harm to the individuals who are alleging this abuse. This inquiry is not directed at BRLP, as I mentioned above. Members of the committee have been long-term supporters of BRLP and the revolutionary principle on which they stand. We are well aware of the repression that has been directed against BRLP, and some of us have defended them in the past legally, financially, and putting our bodies between them and the state. We cannot disagree more with the assertion that this investigational process somehow helps COINTELPRO or the state. Our position is that brutality and abuse of one's comrade is what provides the true ammunition for the state. It creates enemies of our movements and efforts towards liberation by creating willing snitches and informants for the state, absolutely. And that they are simply based on revenge. It demoralizes and effectively neutralizes potential warriors for our struggle. Talk to them, man! It brings shame, dishonor, and contempt to our movements. And it creates victims who feel they have no recourse for their abuse other than going to the state. Come on, man. Every member of this committee has held close the principled stance of no collaboration with the state for decades. We will continue to do so. This investigation tribunal, when complete, will reveal one of two things: that the person known as General Taco has engaged in a pattern of torture and brutality under the guise of Black Power and revolutionary, and is a fraud. Two, that the people who were involved gave witness testimony, lied. If the tribunal finds the first instance is true, we will move forward with the recommendation for the next step. If the tribunal finds that the second instance is true, the process of vindicating General Taco character and reputation must include a separate investigation of why these individuals lied. Either way, attempts to derail this process, y'all get the rest of it. But now, let me see if I can just get to the conclusion. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Hold on one second. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I got to read this too. And then we're going to move on. Man, this serious business here. This serious business. Watch this. These brothers and sisters did a wonderful job. I got to admit. Look at it. The tribunal does not follow and is not based on American, British, or any other European jurisprudence. It will be based on basic principles and procedures of traditional African systems and adjudicating community disputes. There are no lawyers or person representing the accused or the complaining community members. Evidence comes in through witnesses and documents as a result of questioning from Okayame Nana. Hope I said it right. If I did, my apology. As one of the duties of administrating the tribunal, she has not read the documents or listened to the recordings, so her questions will flow from the evidence presented. If any party can show evidence of threat, violence, witness intimidation, recorded statements of any intimidated witness may come into evidence. Individual panel members will give their statements the weight they feel is merited. Questions of the witness will come out of the mouth of Okimi. I'm a brother. I'm gonna say okie doke. Nah, I'm saying okay. My bad, sis. Anyway, the accused committee members of the public, and panel members can write questions on but it goes all the way down because I want to get through this. Now, here is the findings issued by African People Liberation Tribunal on the person known as General Taco, aka Mr. Colton, aka Wolverine Shakur. The African People Liberation Tribunal has found that each of the filing charges against General Taco, aka Mr. Colton, was substantiated in whole or in part: torture and physical abuse, sexual abuse and violence, use of force and potentially dangerous accusations, abuse of trust and exploitation of comrades and supporters, deceiving the masses and supporters for the purpose of theft and personal enrichment, engaging in unprincipled criminal conduct, promoting indignation, contempt against revolutionary. On June 15, 2014, the panel, which was charged with hearing evaluating the evidence at the African People's Liberation Tribunal, issued the following document. The conclusion. The panel of the African People's Liberation Tribunal is a diverse group from African community consisting of 5 women and 7 men, engaging in various occupations from business owners to public servants, from teachers to caregivers, from former Panthers to ex-felons, and from equally diverse religious background: Muslim, Christian, atheist, agnostic, representing diverse viewpoints. The panel members represent a cross-section of the African community and are by no means cut from the same cloth. The panel were and are united in our concern for the welfare and progress of African peoples in general, and African Americans in particular, and also share a history of community involvement and community service. It should be noted that the panel is no clique and has no predisposition for or against the Black Riders Liberation Party or acknowledge the leader known as General Taco. In fact, most members of the panel have not worked directly together before. Neither the charging committee nor Oak, the tribunal coordinator, instructed the panel as to how to arrive to the finding and conclusions, which are our own. Moreover, our collectively determined findings and conclusion were the result of extended discussions regarding the charging allegations and have been delayed solely because of our intent to thoroughly review and decide the legitimacy of the truth and charging allegations of the African People Tribunal. In arriving at our findings, we relied solely on testimony of live and recorded witnesses, our own common sense, and our individual collective experience and community and organizing in our community. The panel's initial task was to determine the credibility and veracity of the charging allegations made against Mr. Colton, aka Taco, General Taco. In arriving at our conclusion, we considered as evidence the testimony of alleged victims, eyewitness testimony given in person or in recorded. In addition, the panelists received a packet of documents that included a statement of allegations, 2 responses, and the allegations either were written or on the behalf of General Taco, a response to the question about the tribunal, a statement of process. I can go on and on and on, but anyway, because this is a really a really laid out thing, but I'll just deal with the one that I find that is super repulsive, and that is as to the charge of sexual abuse. Abusing the position of authority undisputed of committed multiple acts of inducing female cadre with less than equal position. Engaged, I'll go down, exploited, some of whom were minors, to engage in exploitative sexual relationship, causing I think we did all that. And yeah. It said the panel found insufficient evidence that was presented to substantiate sub-allegations that General Taco, aka knowingly engaged in unprotected acts with multiple female cadre who were infected with sexual transmitted disease. General Taco, aka Carlton, forced female cadre into prostitution. However, as the allegation that Carlton committed the rape of a female comrade, we find and conclude that the alleged rape, S2 testified that she was drugged in the presence of General Taco, aka Carlton, and another identified, and we went over that too. Another identified brother later discovered she was pregnant, and therefore, and another identified brother, and later discovered that she was pregnant, and therefore knew she'd been raped while unconscious, and that she testified that General Taco acknowledged his paternity of her child. She also testified of being raped after she left, and I think we went through that too. But anyway, let me stop right there real quick. But this is, I had to walk y'all through all of that. You know what I'm saying? I had to walk y'all through all of that because I really need to see that. But this is what...
This is our plebiscite. Lakeisha, are you getting this? This is our...
Black power.
This is our vote. Sign your name. This is the vote. And I want you to sign your name. The box is yes. And I want you to sign your name. I want you to check the yes vote.
Ain't it crazy that all the generals out there that he called General Taco to the front? Ain't that kind of weird? Out of all of the generals out there, well, let me tell you something. Sometimes the universe give you what you need so we can move forward. And this was a gift from the universe, because now we open up this story once again and make people aware, make you aware of what's really going on. Now, I got 15 minutes. That's right. I said an hour and a half. I got 15 minutes. So now let me get to the next part. I found it to be very crazy that not only General Taco, but it never fails. It never fails. You find one, you find two. You find two, you find three. You find three, you find four. Ahmad Rasul Farrakhan Muhammad. Ahmad Rasul. He checked in a few months ago. I don't know the particulars of the charge, but he's also under, drum roll, who is he under? Malik Zulu Shabazz. In fact, in 2015, the Escambia County Sheriff Office, along with Florida Department of Law Enforcement and U.S. Marshal Service, arrested a wanted sex offender at the home in Encampment Thursday. Jerome Williams, a.k.a. Ahmad Rasul Farrakhan Muhammad, was arrested on active warrants out of Leon County for charges of failure to appear, sex offender failure to report, and sex offender violation for the failure to register. He was taken into custody after he was tracked down to a house on Booker Lane in Cantonment, maybe. In September 2014, Williams resided in Leon County and Tallahassee, where he had prior arrest warrants. He also claimed to be the president of the new Black Panther Party. Huh? He also claimed to be the president, and guess what? Appointed by Malik. Appointed by Malik. Malik already know. Don't think Malik don't know this stuff now. And some of y'all who are felons, Malik probably tracking y'all for the people. Appointed by Malik. My apology for the real ones in this picture, but I got to show what it is. I got to show what it is. For all the real ones in this picture, this doesn't have any bearing on you. In my book, not in my book. You know what I mean? But I got to show what it is. Let's see if I can break it down to the ground. Let me see if I can break it down. See if I can break it down. Let's break it down to the ground. See that? This is going to be around your children. This is going to be around your wife. You understand what I'm saying? And Malik is fully aware of this. And he chooses not to address it. He haven't addressed it and he will not address it. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all see who that next to Malik? Who's next to Malik? Y'all really going to bring y'all family around this? Y'all trust Malik with your family? Y'all really trust Malik with your family? Y'all really trust this with your family? Y'all like isn't liberation about liberating our people? You got Malik, and to the left of Malik, to the right of Malik, you got Taco, and then you got Rasul. Y'all gonna bring this around your family. That's what you're doing. You're gonna trust Malik with your family. That's what you're doing. Don't say it ain't Malik's fault because he know. Malik knows. And I guarantee you, that people that was in the movement knew it too. I guarantee you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony, for the super sticker. I guarantee you, there is some people that was in the movement that know. This is new to me and you. In fact, this is not really new to me. You know what I'm saying? This is not new to me. Big Shirley sent me an email about this guy when I was talking to Big Shirley. But Big Shirley took me off course. And then I remembered, like, hold up. And remember when I said people were sending me stuff? People were sending me stuff. Big Shirley sent me one of these when she was on the show. But she was sending so much stuff, I was like, man, I don't know about this. But then it reminded me. Straight receipts. Yeah, Malik, you know something. He definitely knows something. All of these sexual deviants in the MVP is dirty. Thank you, Crip. That's right. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna take Crip donation and get my software and get this. My camera looking good, man. This is actually a upgraded camera, actually. I like it. My camera looking good. I just gotta get my lighting right. Y'all like it? I'm about to start my podcast, so I needed one more camera for my podcast, for my Moorish podcast. So I had to get this one here for here. But said Big Shirley was raping her male members. She was jumping on them. Yeah. Thank you so much, Crip. Thank you so much, Crip. I'm going to get that software to straighten up my lighting, though. That's what I'm going to do next. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. Yasmin in the building. Ah, man. This is crazy, though. But hold up. Let me finish up real quick because I want to keep it an hour and a half. I'm going to try to keep my shows an hour and a half so I can get up in the morning and don't be so tired. You know what I mean? Like me and my son today, we was working at Unity Hall. Oh, my goodness. We're gonna have those rooms up. We're gonna have that room upstairs. We're gonna put one room first. We're gonna get that nice and plush. We're gonna have that ready for anybody traveling, anybody coming through. Hit me up. You need a place to stay. If you are trustworthy, you know what I'm saying? You can come stay at Unity Hall if you're passing through Baltimore. You don't need a hotel. You don't need nothing. Hit me up. Press 7 if y'all hear me. If you are passing through Baltimore, me and my son was in there all day today trying to get the upstairs done, you know. So when people are passing through or we're having an event and someone can't afford a hotel, but you got to be trustworthy. You can't be no crook. I got to be able to trust my children around you. I got to. If it's question about me trusting my children around you, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do that. I mean, we ain't gonna be able to do that. But that's what I do. You know what I mean? So when people talk about what the Haka Bay doing, what you doing besides that? Oh, we doing something that's real. I mean, so Yasmin, because she's a Morse World TV citizen, I got to do what she asked. She says, go over it briefly. So what happened is, Yasmin, if you go back and rewind, what you're going to see is that Malik Zulu Shabazz is complicit in bringing dangerous people around our children. You see what I'm saying? He's complicit. These people have done the most heinous things to their members as well as non-members of the community. And Malik has endorsed them. And now Malik actually knows about these things. And in fact, he put a post up earlier today not that one. He put a post up earlier today, this morning. It says, good morning. No one tells me who to hire and who to fire. In response to my videos, probably, because you don't have enough knowledge or experience to tell me that. Perhaps I'll hear your opinion, and that's about it. So he's either responding to my videos. Hold up. He's either responding to my videos or he's responding to some of his comrades that need answers about these sexual deviants within the ranks. You know, I'm hoping that the sisters of the underground would look and find some of these sisters, and I provide with assistance to help them out. You know what I'm saying? I will, because it's my understanding. This is the fact of the matter. In my communication, it's my understanding that this stuff is still going on. It's still going on. This is so like my brother, I forget who it was. I think it was the counselor. Somebody was like, 2013. I'm going to report that according to one of the persons that's on the panel or that was there associated with it, I'm all over the place with it, has advised me that this is still going on. But now let me tell you something. This is just not a YouTube show. I've also provided contact to true, trustworthy people to actually look into this with the hope of trying to help someone that's going through it. I'm sorry. So when somebody say, "What you doing?" I'm mending bridges. I'm mending bridges. I'm making contacts, you know what I'm saying, with some trustworthy people. And let me tell you something. Some of these trustworthy people used to be against me. But a few of them reached out to me and said, brother, how can I help? Brother, can you help me get me in contact with somebody so I can help? A few reasons, man, and I commend you because some of y'all was against me. But now, you feel me? But now, y'all are going to fix some of the damage that has been done by your comrades. And you may still be against me. You may not agree with how I do my thing, but at least you are going out to try to fix some of the damage that was done by your former comrades. And I tip my fairs to you. Know what I mean? Now, yeah, now the new Black Panther bridges, they done. They done. They done. Shout out to Counselor Cone. They done. I mean, shout out to King J who stepped off. He stepped off on the show. He said, that's it. Shout out to all of those who stepped off and stepped up. But hold up. Let me finish. Let me get back and finish these little slides real quick. So, this is where he dipped and he was failure to register as a sex offender. Oh, we can bring out more receipts, but there it is right here. Look at this. Nobody cares? That's you right there. Ain't that Mike? Ain't his name Mike or something? Big brother Mike. What you gonna do about this? Huh? Big brother Mike, Cryptonomics say step off, step off. Huh? What you gonna do about this? Malik say, you ain't gonna tell him what to do. What you gonna do about this? Where that guy John at? John want to be a freedom fighter with, not the group freedom fighters, but he want to run with Malik too? Who's the guy, John? Go ahead. Because this ship going down. Manipulating, playing people all these years. Now, look at this. That's okay? That's okay with you? Is this okay with you? Is this okay with you? Is this okay with you? I'm just asking, because this is what he was charged with. He was charged with 794.011, commit sexual battery, victim 12 or older, and in the process uses physical force, not likely to cause personal injury. So it says that in this crime, he used, and he was convicted, so it is not alleged, according to law. It says he used physical force, but he didn't cause any serious personal injury. Well, what about psychological and emotional injury? But this is the law, and this is not looking that deep. Anyway, a person who commits sexual battery upon a person 12 years of age or older without that person's consent, and in the process thereof does not use physical force and violence to cause serious personal injury, commits a felon of the second degree, punishable as provided. And consent means intelligent, knowing, and voluntary consent, and does not include coerced submission. Consent shall not be deemed or construed to mean the failure by the alleged victim to offer physical resistance to the offender. Serious personal injury means great bodily harm or pain, permanent disability, or permanent disfigurement. Sexual battery means oral, anal, vaginal penetration by or union with sexual organ other than anal and vaginal penetration of another by any other object. However, sexual battery does not include an act done for bona fide medical purpose. And he ain't no doctor. This all right with y'all? That's who's going to protect your community. That's who's going to protect your community. Desert Eagle. Desert Eagle. Where you at? Malik ain't tell you about this. Malik ain't share this with you. All them times you said you was on the phone with Malik, he had never said this about to you. Desert Eagle. Come out wherever you are. All them phone calls and conferences that you talked about, did he ever tell you about those that have compromising past that is living in a compromising present that could ultimately compromise you or your family? Desert Eagle, where are you? I need my general Desert Eagle to come forth. You always in the middle. You interview Malik. You talk to Malik. Desert Eagle, I need you to come forth. That's my general. Desert Eagle is my general. Him and who my other general? Y'all know his name. Delta. Desert Eagle and Delta. Those are my generals right there. That's right. Right. Those are my generals. Y'all don't get, y'all generals Malik. I mean, that's right. Y'all General Malik and Grandmaster J. My general is DE. And I talked to I actually talked to my big bro Delta. Delta be coming on soon. Delta be out there working out. I'm getting my brother Delta on here soon. I mean, that's right. I'm bringing Delta on soon. That's right. That's my bro. I talked to him the other day, but we just couldn't bring it on. Like I said, the preciseness is so accurate on this document. It's crazy, sis. It is crazy. Let me see what else I got here because I'm going to wrap it up in a minute, like I said. Now, okay, special provision. The defendant, there we go. This is what he said. This is what Malik said about me. But he said it in his own words. The defendant is adjudicated an habitual felony, a felony offender, and has been sentenced to the extended term in accordance with the provision of section 775.084. The requisite finding by the court are set forth in separate orders or stated on a record for court. That's what they said. He's an habitual offender. There you go. There you go. I want to give a special shout out, man. There you go. Working for Malik. That's Malik main man. Follow me? I want to give a special shout out to the people over there at the liberation demonstration. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a beautiful job with the tribunal. I mean, the African People's Liberation Tribunal. I commend them. I commend them. They did a beautiful job, and I hope that I can give. I'm here. Didn't want to explain. I mean, I hope I can give people some pointers that if you're going to create a tribunal, also try to find a way to connect nationally or even internationally now so everybody can honor your findings. You would think that an attorney would be responsible to the people and would honor them and it would be a second nature to do that. But as we see with Malik Zulu Shabazz, he is not honoring anybody's finding. He's literally just going with the flow. So once you create a tribunal, make sure that if anybody got black boots on the ground, you contact them and you let them know what's going on and ask them to honor it. Because I would have hoped that somebody contacted Malik. And if you did contact Malik, you follow me? You follow me? And what you need to understand is that a lot of these, and I got to do it, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I got to do it just for the sake of the people. A lot of these people, man, got to watch out, man. Like I can't say it enough. You got to watch out, family. Look at this. Like he will bring his daughter around this guy. Huey P. Newton Gun Club stands firm in support of Black Riders and General Taco Wolverine. So y'all bring y'all daughters around. Hold on one second. There you go. Back. Y'all see that? So yeah, I'm gonna just report on everything. I'm not taking no shorts. I'm not taking no shorts. Babu is supporting, regardless of all of the evidence. Regardless of all of the evidence. And this is why young sisters don't come out and tell what happened to them in those dark rooms. This is why young brothers don't come out and tell what happened in those dark rooms. Because we always have somebody protecting the perpetrator. Always. Never looking at evidence. Never looking at evidence. Did Babu even look at the evidence? Did he even consider the evidence? He reached out to me about me calling his name. Why didn't he reach out to me and say, can I see the report? The report is huge. Why didn't Babu ask me not to mention his name? Brother, I have no choice at this point. I have no choice. And he didn't ask me not to mention his name in no threatening manner. But he said he's done with all of this stuff. But how can you be done with all of this and you posting something like this? You posted with something like this. Oh, you know you got that, rebel. Let me show y'all something. He could have called me and asked for the report. You know I'm screenshotting. I only got an hour and a half or 2 hours tops. I'm not going 3 and 4 hours. So I'm only screenshot. He could have asked me for the entire report. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something, man. I'll talk to the elders and see if it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all something. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I jumped out the screen. I got excited. But this is a 101-page report. Taco ran out of Texas for theft. This is a 100-page report. Why not just say, can I see the report? Because people want to defend pedophiles. People want to defend rapists. People want to defend sexual deviants. People want to defend people that is indefensible. This is crazy. This is crazy. So one, without even looking at the evidence, say, you know what? I support it. Look at the evidence. This was an amazing process that anyone could respect. That's just crazy to me, man. Man, listen, if y'all still be having respect for people that this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. I'm just lost for words. I'm just lost for words. I'm just lost for words. Real talk. It's just insane that we would stand by and let this stuff happen in our community. And Malik, he's still trying to recruit. We are looking for we're looking for men to stand up and be real men right about now. The sisters are doing their part. We need stronger men. This is some six, and then you know what I mean? These, man, listen, most of these brothers and sisters have children. With that being said, family, I'm out, family. I'm a loss for words. That people would support this madness and then say, I stand by it regardless. When there's a 101-page report with testimony. What do you need? What do you need? Somebody to tell you that they was electrocuted in a tub? Do you need to hear that yourself? Do you really need to hear some sister crying in agony about how she was electrocuted in a tub? Do you really need that? Man, we are sick people, man. It's a report where he put somebody in the tub and it was first-hand account or eyewitness account and put extension cords in there and electrocuted the sister. Come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. Anybody that think this is okay, man, anybody think this is okay, y'all tripping. Y'all really, really tripping at this point. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I know I'm out of here, man. Peace and love, family. Crazy. Unbelievable.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it was straight fact. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law